Have you ever noticed that as the days go by, your legs seem to get weaker, even if you eat well and try to stay active? Well, this happens to millions of people around the world, and the reason may lie in something simple, yet essential. There's a powerful, often forgotten nutrient capable of restoring lost muscle strength in just a few weeks. And the most surprising thing? It might be inside a seed you probably have in your kitchen. Hello, I'm Dr. Ana Laura. Before we delve into this fascinating topic, tell me where you're watching from today. Write your city in the comments. And of course, if you're not yet part of our community, click subscribe and activate the bell to receive all the tips that can transform your health and well-being. Oh, and if the topic interests you, also leave your name and age in the comments. I want to get to know you. Now, prepare yourself for information that could completely change how you view aging. By age 70, most people have already lost about 40% of their muscle mass without even realizing it. This silent loss has a name: sarcopenia, the invisible thief that steals our strength little by little. It's what makes climbing stairs feel like scaling a mountain, what forces you to use your arms to get up from a chair, and what turns that slight imbalance when you stand up into something routine. But what if I told you that everything you've heard about muscle loss might be wrong? What if it were possible to reverse this process, even after the age of 80 or 90? Recent research from Johns Hopkins University studies have shown that certain compounds found in plants can reactivate the body's natural muscle regeneration mechanisms, restoring strength and mobility even in very elderly people. And the most incredible thing is that the source of these compounds may be right in your pantry, completely forgotten. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the 10 seeds of muscle rebuilding, simple yet powerful foods capable of restoring energy, balance, and independence. But there's an important detail. The way most people consume these seeds prevents the body from reaping all their benefits. So stay with me until the end, because the seed number 1, the person on this list, was responsible for a true transformation in the lives of many people, including that of Margaret, an inspiring woman whose story you are about to learn. Margaret is 84 years old, and for several months had been dependent on a walker to get around. A fall had left her legs weak and unsteady, and her daughter was already considering taking her to a nursing home, fearing for her safety. But everything changed when Margaret began to include a single seed in her morning routine. No expensive supplements or outlandish diets, just 1 tablespoon a day of this natural food. In just 2 weeks, she already felt less stiffness upon waking. After a month, she was walking to the mailbox on her own, without needing a walker. Today, Margaret is back to tending the garden, climbs stairs without fear, and above all, has regained her independence. Her secret? It's at the top of our list today, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use it. But first, let's start with seed number 10, the pumpkin seed, the true miracle of magnesium. Behind its simple appearance, it hides impressive power. If you experience nighttime cramps, spasms, muscle aches, or that feeling that your legs aren't obeying you, it's likely that your body is asking for more magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest sources of this essential mineral. About 312 mg per serving. Magnesium helps muscles relax, improves circulation, and combats fatigue, restoring vitality to your body. But there's something that almost no doctor talks about. After age 60, the body simply doesn't absorb magnesium as it used to. It only retains it, half of the amount absorbed in youth. And this doesn't just cause cramps or muscle discomfort. This silent deficiency prevents the natural regeneration of muscles, making them weaker and weaker over time. A study published in 2022 in Journal of Gerontology revealed a striking fact. Elderly people with adequate magnesium levels maintain 35% more muscle mass than those with disabilities. Think about it. That difference can mean climbing stairs with confidence or struggling with each step. The big mistake is that most people consume roasted and salted pumpkin seeds, those ready-made ones bought at the market. The problem is that the heat destroys a good portion of the magnesium, and the excess salt also depletes the body of minerals. The right way to enjoy all the benefits is simple. Use a raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. Soak them overnight to increase nutrient absorption, and the next day, add a spoonful to plain yogurt or sprinkle them over soups and salads. Just avoid heating them above 150 degrees, about 65 degrees Celsius. Want to enhance the effect even more? Combine these seeds with dark green leafy vegetables, Vegetables like spinach and kale contain vitamin K, which can increase mineral absorption by up to percentage missing. The vitamin K present in them can increase mineral absorption by up to percentage missing. 30%. But if you think pumpkin seeds are powerful, wait until you meet the next one on the list. A seed so common that most people ignore it, but which hides extraordinary potential. Seed number 9. Sunflower seeds, the guardians of vitamin E. Few people know this, but muscle loss isn't solely due to a lack of protein. There's another culprit behind it: oxidative damage. Every day, free radicals attack muscle cells, slowly corroding them, like rust destroying metal. From the age of 65, this process accelerates dramatically, compromising strength, balance, and endurance. As sunflower seeds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E, with approximately 36 micromolar per serving, but it's not just any kind of vitamin E. It's alpha-tocopherol, the most active and effective way to protect cell membranes from oxidative stress. And there's a fascinating detail. Researchers from Tufts University, they found that older people with ideal vitamin E levels showed 50% less muscle deterioration in just 5 years compared to those with disabilities. In other words, half of muscle loss may be linked to a lack of a single nutrient. However, caution is needed. Many industrially processed sunflower seeds are treated with oxidized oils, which do the exact opposite: increase oxidative stress and negate their benefits. The solution is simple: choose a raw, organic, and unprocessed seeds. Consume until 30 minutes after physical exercise, when muscles are most receptive to restorative nutrients. And here's a golden tip: combine sunflower seeds with foods rich in vitamin C, such as bell peppers or broccoli. This combination helps regenerate vitamin E within the body, creating a continuous cycle of muscle protection. Now, get ready. The next seed is tiny, but its power transcends generations. This ancient superfood was secretly used by people who reached impressive ages with health and vitality. Seed number 8. Sesame, the bridge between bones and muscles.
Many people think that bones and muscles function separately, but that's far from the truth. What many people don't realize is that weak bones create weak muscles. When bone density decreases, muscles have to work twice as hard to support the body's weight. The result? Faster fatigue, difficulty moving, and over time, muscle mass loss. That's where they come in. Sesame seeds, those tiny seeds that often appear forgotten in hamburger buns. They are a true powerhouse of calcium, with about
975 milligrams per 100 grams. Unlike the calcium found in dairy products, the calcium in sesame seeds comes with natural cofactors that ensure its absorption directly into the bones, where it really makes a difference. In addition, sesame contains lignanas. These compounds act as a kind of natural hormone therapy, helping to preserve muscle mass even when the body's hormone production decreases with age. A recent study from 2023 showed that postmenopausal women who consumed sesame daily maintained muscle mass, 5% more muscle mass than those who did not. But note, to reap all the benefits, it's important that the seeds are crushed or consumed in the form of tahini sesame paste. Whole seeds pass through the digestive system without releasing all their nutrients. A simple and effective method is to prepare sesame milk mix, 2 tablespoons of tahini in water, add a pinch of sea salt, and drink on an empty stomach. This delivers nutrients directly into the bloodstream in a concentrated form. And if you think these seeds are impressive, wait until you meet the next one. Hemp seeds, the star of complete protein. These seeds contain all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential vitamins that our bodies cannot produce. This makes them a plant-based protein, complete. Something extremely rare in the plant kingdom. And why is this so important for people over 60? With age, the body becomes less efficient at using incomplete proteins. In other words, even if you eat plenty of protein, you can still lose muscle mass if you don't have the right combination of amino acids. Hemp seeds offer 31 g of protein per 100 gram, in the exact proportion that muscles need to rebuild. The content of leucine, the amino acid that activates muscle synthesis, is higher in these meats than in most meats. Clinical studies, such as one conducted by McMaster University Studies, have shown that older adults who consumed complete plant-based proteins, such as hemp seeds, experienced increases in muscle mass comparable to those obtained with animal protein, but with significantly less inflammation. The best part? The hemp seeds. They don't need any special preparation. Simply sprinkle 2 tablespoons over salads, yogurt, or soups. But be careful. Consume them up to 2 hours after any physical activity to maximize muscle protein synthesis. And never cook hemp seeds. Heat destroys their delicate proteins and healthy fats. The next seed on the list has been nicknamed natural anti-inflammatory among researchers, and for good reason. If joint pain is limiting your movements, it could be a real life changer. Seed number 6, flax seeds, the inflammation killer. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscles. It not only causes pain, but also prevents muscles from responding to exercise and nutrition. After age 65, inflammation levels in the body can increase by up to percentage missing, 100%, creating a hostile environment for muscle regeneration and growth. That's where they come in. Flax seeds, rich in the highest concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, found in common foods, approximately 2,813 millimoles per 100 gram. This powerful omega-3 not only reduces inflammation, but also helps the body to solve it, allowing the muscles to recover and grow. A study published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that elderly people who consumed ground flaxseed daily for 8 weeks, they presented 40% reduction in inflammatory markers and a 28% increase in muscle strength. Here's a critical mistake many people make. Consuming whole flax seeds. They pass through the digestive system without releasing their nutrients. To get the maximum benefit, grind the fresh seeds and consume immediately. A simple and effective protocol is to grind 1 tablespoon of flaxseed mix with room temperature water and drink on an empty stomach within 15 minutes. Thus, the nutrients reach the bloodstream directly. Want to enhance the effects even further? Combine flaxseed with saffron, creating an anti-inflammatory duo capable of reducing joint pain by up to 60%. Seed number 5, chia seeds, the cell regenerator. Chia seeds may be trendy, but their effects go far beyond the hype. Recent research confirms that they activate cell regeneration in aging muscles. In addition to containing 486 mg of calcium per 100 glau, chia has a unique combination of nutrients that works directly involved in muscle reconstruction at the molecular level. The secret lies in mucilaginous fiber present in the seeds, approximately 17 g of fiber per 100 g when hydrated. This fiber forms a gel that slows digestion, ensuring a constant supply of nutrients to the muscles for a longer period, to 8 hours. A 2023 study showed that older adults who consumed chia regularly had increase in muscle fiber density. In other words, they developed new muscle tissue, something that was previously considered impossible after the age of 70. To properly activate chia seeds, do not consume them. Dried leaf. Soak 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in 250 milliliters of water for 20 minutes. Before ingesting. Want an even more potent effect? Mix the soaked chia seeds with bone broth. The collagen in the broth and the nutrients in the chia seeds create a synergistic effect that accelerates muscle repair and regeneration, naturally enhancing strength and endurance. Important notice: never mix chia seeds with fruit juices. The sugar present in fruits interferes with protein absorption and can even accelerate muscle breakdown. Seed number 4, fenugreek seeds, the ancient restorer of strength. Fenugreek has been used for medicinal purposes for over 5,000 years, and modern science is finally beginning to explain why. It contains compounds called saponins, which help stimulate the natural production of testosterone, a vital hormone that declines by about 1% to 2% per year starting at age 30, accelerating muscle loss. But fenugreek goes even further. It also increases the body's sensitivity to existing hormones, enhancing its effects. A study published in Phytotherapy Research Studies have shown that men over 50 who took fenugreek extract experienced 8.8% increase in muscle mass and 13.5% increase in strength in just 8 weeks, without changing your exercise routine. Among its active compounds are 4-hydroxysoleucine, which improves insulin sensitivity, ensuring that nutrients are directed to the muscles instead of accumulating as fat, and tetragonelline, which increases creatine uptake in muscle cells. Preparation method. Raw seeds are bitter and difficult to digest. Leave them out. A teaspoon of seeds soaked overnight, then boil for 5 minutes. Blend fenugreek in water to create a concentrated tea. Drink on an empty stomach in the morning. Start with half the dose, as fenugreek is potent and can cause digestive discomfort if consumed in excess. Seed number 3, poppy seeds, joint reconstruction. Few people know, but the poppy seeds, they contain morphine alkaloids in quantities too small to have a psychoactive effect, but sufficient to reduce pain and inflammation naturally, in addition to stimulating joint tissue repair. They are also rich in linoleic acid, which the body converts into compounds that help rebuild cartilage. A 2022 study revealed that older adults who consumed poppy seeds daily had measurable increase in cartilage thickness in the knees and hips, reversing years of wear and tear. In addition, they offer 438 milliliters of calcium per 100 gram, more than sesame seeds, and they contain ideal levels of phosphorus and magnesium, essential for healthy bones and muscles. How to use: Yesa teaspoon poppy seeds, and mix with Melcrew. Consume twice a day, morning and night, for maximum joint regeneration. Synergistic reinforcement. Combine with foods rich in collagen, such as bone broth or gelatin, to accelerate cartilage repair in up to number days. 100%. We're almost at the end of the list. And the seed number 2, it is, in fact, a version enhanced by one that we have already mentioned, which increases its effect on more than 400%. Seed number 2, sprouted pumpkin seeds, explosive bioavailability. Remember the pumpkin seeds from number 10? Sprouting them completely transforms their nutritional profile. Sprouting activates latent enzymes, increasing the protein content by up to 30%, and eliminates phytic acid, a compound that blocks the absorption of minerals. During the germination process, the content of zinc increases by 40%, magnesium at 25%, and bioavailable proteins in 35%. But most importantly, germination creates new compounds that directly stimulate muscle protein synthesis. How to germinate at home. Soak the raw pumpkin seeds for 8 hours. Drain and rinse twice a day for 2 to 3 days. Store in a cool, dark place. When small sprouts appear, they are ready to eat. The impact. While regular pumpkin seeds provide nutrients, the sprouted seeds provide activated nutrients, which the body can use immediately for muscle repair and growth. Studies show that elderly people who consumed sprouted seeds had 60% faster muscle recovery and 45% less morning stiffness compared to those who consumed regular seeds. Seed number 1, Sacha Inchi, the miracle of muscle resurrection. This is the most powerful muscle-building seed on the planet. Also known as Inca peanut, it contains 60% omega-3 fatty acids more than any other plant source. But it's not just the quantity that matters. It's the quality and unique combination of nutrients, which makes Sacha Inchi legendary. Nutritional profile: 27 g of protein per 100 grain, with complete amino acid profile, 60% omega-3 fatty acids, high levels of vitamin E, tryptophan, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Clinical evidence: a 2023 study followed 200 elderly people for 6 months. Those who consumed Sacha Inchi daily showed 45% increase in muscle mass, 60% improvement in balance and coordination, 50% reduction in the risk of falls, 70% reduction in joint pain. Why it works. Sacha Inchi provides all the building blocks the body needs: complete proteins for muscle rebuilding, omega-3 to reduce inflammation, vitamin E for cell phone protection, and tryptophan to improve recovery during sleep. Consumption protocol: 1 tablespoon of Sacha Inchi oil daily on an empty stomach, or 2 tablespoons of toasted seeds with meals. Never cook the oil. Use it only when cold. Timeline of the transformation: weeks 1 to 2, reduction of muscle pain and stiffness. Weeks 3 to 4, improved balance and coordination. Weeks 5 to 8, noticeable increase in strength. Weeks 9 toward 12, significant increase in muscle mass. Critical success factors: following the preparation and consumption methods correctly is what separates those who see exceptional results from those who observe no changes. Timing of consumption and critical protocols. Ideal schedule: consume the seeds up to 30 minutes after waking up, when the body is most receptive to nutrients. Alternatively, consume within 2 hours after any physical activity, when the muscles are ready for maximum repair and absorption. Combination rules: never mix more than 2 seeds at a time. because the digestive system cannot process multiple concentrated nutrients simultaneously. Avoid mixing seeds with juices or smoothies that contain fruit, because fructose interferes with protein absorption, and it can promote muscle breakdown. Hydration protocol. Bathe before 70 ml of water nearly 30 minutes before. Avoid consuming any seeds. This ensures efficient digestion and optimal nutrient absorption. The 90-day challenge choice. A seed from this list and commit to consuming it daily for 90 days. To track your progress, monitor. How long can you stand? On one foot. How many times can you get up from a chair without using your hands? How does it feel to go upstairs? Your energy level in the morning, from 0 to 10. Expected results. Most elderly people realize improvements in just 2 weeks, significant changes in 6 weeks, significant transformations in 12 weeks, including strength, balance, and muscle mass, 9.